do one thing. I want to ask you a question. Actually, I can
How long do you think this is going to take?
well, we have a lot to talk about.
Oh my God,
It'll
so
take
you
as
have
long as
like
it
a big
takes.
project here, huh?
Yes.
Do I have
Okay.
to take my chapeau off?
No, you can leave it just the way you are. All right. So I want you to tell me,
Yes.
Dad, about growing up in Egypt. I want to start from the very beginning. You were born what day? Yesterday was your birthday. You were born.
November 23rd, 1930.
Yes, November 23rd, 1930.
I remember we lived in a street called Shara Said. Shara means street. Said Street. Later on we moved to 15 Shara Amar. And that was in the district called Sakakini.
Sakakini.
Correct.
Okay.
And that was in the zone of Abbasiyya.
Right.
My mother was Fortun,
Fortun was her name.
yes, or Mazal in Hebrew, and my
Okay.
father was Yusuf.
Yusuf.
That's you,
Yes.
Yusuf.
And where were you in the birth order?
I was number 2 after my older brother Gabi. She had Gabi, she had me, she had my sister Sheila, and then she had Moshe. I grew up in a Jewish family. The whole neighborhood was Jewish.
Did you go to Jewish school? Did you go
No, we went to Catholic school.
Catholic school?
Oh, Collège de la Salle. And what happened, because there were 3 kind of school: French private school, Jewish private school, and of course the Egyptian school. And you couldn't go to an Egyptian school because they had no chairs. You sit on the floor.
It's like a madrasa or something?
Madrasa is right.
Okay.
And then you also have to pray the Quran and a whole bunch. And that is no. You don't see any Jewish people going there.
Right.
But my mother was very proud, and she will take food out of our mouth, make sure we have the best education. That's one thing I always admired. We had shoes that were raised to the bottom.
Right.
They take old tires
Right.
and nail it on the sole,
Right.
so that it was almost like
Walking
touching
on.
down.
Yeah.
So some kids will make fun of me. They say, we're going to pump you up, and then you're going to be a big guy like a balloon.
Pump up your shoes.
That's right, like pumping me now.
Like
Put
a tire.
air in the tire.
Oh my God.
And then we were so poor we couldn't even buy sweaters. So what would she do? She'd take a newspaper and insert it in my chest so it will hold
The
the
heat.
cold from coming in.
Wow.
My father had hardly any education. He was raised on a farmland, and he didn't speak French.
Your dad didn't speak French?
No, he said a couple of words here and there, but he had no education.
Just Arabic and Hebrew?
Arabic,
and
no Hebrew. Arabic, he would read Arabic every day. And my mother used to bring us a tutor.
Mhm.
She would take money from our food
Mhm.
to bring us a tutor in mathematics, in geography, in this, because we were the pride, her pride, that we go to Catholic school.
Right.
And in the Catholic school, they used to teach catechism, but the Jewish children, they left aside, and they would teach us protocol,
Mhm.
politeness, if you can, ethic, and some other junk.
Was there a lot of Jewish kids in your school?
Plenty.
Plenty.
Some were very rich, filthy rich, and some were like me with the rubber shoes.
With the rubber shoes. So you were poor growing up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Not only that, when a shirt wears out, she put patches in
Patches.
here. Right. And then I never had anything new for the first 10, 12, 13. It was hand-me-down.
Right.
My brother Gabby got all the best, and I go down. During the Second World War, which started in 1949 and up 6 years, no food was there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And nothing was to be had.
Yeah.
Everything was rationed.
Yeah.
He give you a coupon, you buy a little oil. He
Right.
give you a coupon, you buy a little rice. And then black market, of course, is
Yeah.
out. And what happened is you make do with what you have.
Yes.
So we didn't eat meat every day. And I said, when I grow up, I'm going to eat meat. That's right, Joey. This is what we grew. And then the Second World War broke off.
Right.
Ooh. And the Egyptian and the German were almost close to Egypt, 1944, 43, and we were afraid that if they were to pierce the line, they're going to kill all the Jews. So my mother used to walk down the street to go and buy vegetable and fruit, whatever, and the guy would tell her,
Who said that?
Arab guy passing by. They were allied with the German.
And so they wanted to kill the Jews?
That's right. They wanted to take, they had nothing.
How did they know your mom was Jewish?
Well, Joey, we lived in a Jewish neighborhood, an Arabic Jewish neighborhood. But there was never any love lost between the Egyptian Jews and the Egyptian Arabs. We would always
Keep
keep
separate?
ourselves separate.
When did you become a Ashkenazi? Because it's Ashkenazi.
It's Ashkenazi. When the war broke off in 1945 and I wanted to leave Egypt, but then I had to go and get birth certificate, marriage certificate, a whole bunch of other crap for me to get an Italian passport because they could not give you an Egyptian passport. You're a Jew, you don't get an Egyptian passport.
Right.
You get what they call apatride. Laissez-passer, one way out. And my father, Allah Shalom, used to say, Egypt is the best country in the world. And my mother used to tell him, Egypt is the ass of the world. When the war broke off, I mean, after the war ended in 1945, they really started to talk about Palestine and all that shit.
Right.
And I know that we had no place to live in Egypt. And they burned a synagogue not far from us. And the Arab were very radicals. So I knew that it's time to leave. My brother had just left to go to Israel, to Palestine at the time.
Right.
And he would send us a little money because we were piss poor. I mean, piss poor. It was time when we couldn't pay. On my last semester, that French school was where I went, they held my certificate because I couldn't pay it. So here is come my luck. God gave me good luck in life. When I went to that French school, there was a guy, a student with me. He worked for the Lebanese Consul General in Cairo. I was very good friend with him, so I told him I would like to have a visa for Palestine, but with a transit in Beirut.
Mm-hmm.
My God, he gave it to me in 5 minutes.
So you couldn't go directly to Palestine?
No, unless you put 60 British pound, which was the salary of my father for 3 years.
Right.
They want to keep you the Jews out of there.
I see. But you could go to Beirut.
Yes.
And then go.
No, but the train that went to Beirut stopped off in Rehovot.
Oh.
And my brother Gabby waited for me. I came out, and they right away gave me what do you call that?
Israeli
No,
passport.
they gave me
It was Palestine.
forged
Documents. That says what? That you're Palestinian.
that I'm born in Egypt, in Palestine.
Okay. So you
Because
had.
the British will go down the street and stop you. They throw you in the camp.
Oh my God.
So you see, your dad went through a lot of caca in his life.
Wow. That's crazy. All right. So you left without your dad and your mom.
I left when I was 16 and a half, and they all came to the major.
You were in high school.
Yes,
Okay.
I dropped high school, and I know that they started burning synagogue in Egypt. My father never had the inkling that, hey, look, we are Jews, you don't belong to this country, you gotta get out of here.
Right.
But he said always, oh, Egypt, Egypt is.
And what was your mother? So did you try to tell them they have to leave? Did you try to get them to leave the country?
You couldn't tell them. My father was so old at the time, he had no inkling of what's going on. And we didn't have food in the house.
And what about your mother? Did she want to leave? Did she want to stay?
My mother didn't know beans from binola.
Really?
Honest to God, Joey. You know, an old Egyptian woman, and she was happy to have a little food and cook it for us, and that's that.
So she wanted to stay in Egypt and just ride out
They
her
all
time
wanted
there.
to stay in Egypt, right? Until they started burning synagogues and killing Jews in Egypt, and then they had some problem with Palestine, and they caught few Jews who were spying for Palestine, and they hung up in the middle of the square, and
Yeah.
all this. I saw from far away that, my God, I was really clairvoyant to see all this. I left Egypt with 3 pounds in my pocket.
3 pounds.
I saw the future. Said, there's no fucking future in here.
Right.
What's
Right.
gonna do? Gonna work with an Arab guy, and then they won't give you a job. They'll give him, even though he's less qualified.
Right. And they're talking to cut your throat on the street.
I was clairvoyant in that, Joy. After I left, they all left after me. So we came to the end of the stay in Egypt, and then I left in 1946, 7, something like that, and they came right after me. They sold everything they had, including
Her diamond ring,
band,
yeah.
a whole bunch of stuff, and they paid 60 British pound to come to Palestine at the time. And as they came in, the Jewish, what do you call that, family service,
Yeah.
took them and they put them in a house in Yaffo, right where Yaffo,
Right.
Tel Aviv is, right by the shuk where you and I went.
Yeah.
Before you knew it, war broke out. War started between the Arab and the Jews right where the shuk was.
Right.
And we were threatened by the Palestinian, they're gonna kill us.
Right.
So they took us out of there and put us on north of Tel Aviv in a tent.
Wow.
And when it used to rain, I'd be sleeping in that tent.
And the water would come through.
Before long, I joined the Israeli army. We joined a group called Lehi. My
What-
brother was in them and he put me in there. He said, they'll give you good food, they'll give you good this, and they'll give you good that. But then they had a rebellion against the government and some of them got killed.
Yes.
So what happened? They took us all to join the army one morning. And that's the story of our life.
Well, these are the stories that.
But this to be continued.
Yeah, to be continued.